I teach you touch typing on the computer keyboard, part 2, Jack Barnett 21. Here's a complete keyboard with 3 parts: the keyboard with the home keys in blue, extra instructions, and the number pad. Now if you want extra instructions and the number pad, then go to I Teach You Touch Typing Part 3. It'll also go what the plus the 3 lights are. Right, in this lesson I teach you fingering for a QWERTY keyboard. When you say QWERTY, you think, what the hell is he talking about? QWERTY This is called a QWERTY IOP keyboard, QWERTY IOP keyboard, or QWERTY. In this lesson, we introduce QWERTY plus the lower line here, Z, X, C, V, B, M, M, plus the 4 stop and comma, plus the shift keys, the cap lock, enter key, most important, and the tab keys, as well as the numbers. If you don't know the home keys and you've come to part 2 to start with, go back to part 1 of this course and catch us up later. Here it is, and just in case you were wondering, these are the home keys. The home keys are essential because you put your fingers on the home keys and go out to any other key. This lesson we're going to move on from the home keys, plus a few other keys that we did in lesson 1, to W and O. Now, here's the W, and the home key you come from is the S, so you're typing S, W, S. On the other side, you're looking for O. Here's the O, and you come from the L on the home keys, so you're typing L, O, L. Type S, W, S, space, L, O, L, space, and so on, and type them 20 times. See if you can type them rhythmically and include the space bar in it as well. Now, the third finger on each hand is not used to making a big stretch, so it may take you some time. Not to make the stretch may take you some time to get used to it. See if you can keep your first finger on the F while you're typing the S, W, S. And similarly, first finger on the right hand on the J while you type L, O, L. Then you can come straight back to the home keys. Okay, now we're imagining that you've stopped the program, you've practiced S, W, L, O, and so we're now moving on to Q and P. Now, put your fingers on the home keys. A goes up to Q. Let's have a look at that. There it is. A, Q, A. And on the other hand, semicolon, P, semicolon. Again, practice this. A, Q, A space, semicolon, P, semicolon, space, and so on. Practice it 20 times, or 200 times if that makes you remember it better. Let's move on. Now, if you could print off a keyboard and put it on the wall in front of you, then that will help you to get the right fingering. Don't look at the keyboard, look at the picture on the wall. Let's write some sentences using these keys, the ones above. It'll be good practice for you. Now don't worry if the computer makes the first letter into a capital. Just let this happen. Please type the following words. Not in green. Practice is good. For the deed to last, it is good. Each day I play with food. For the pole, said Joe, let us do a good deed. Why is this so easy? There is lots of joy to get. Now I accept this is a bit nonsensical, but it's good practice on the keyboard. Type this 4 times. A space DEF space HIJ space KLO space PQ space RST space UW semicolon. Now see if you can practice that 4 times, or 40 times, or 400 times, if you want to become proficient at touch typing. All right. Best typing starts with fingers on the home keys. ASDF, JKL semicolon. Here it is up here. Now, go down from the F to the V, F to the V, up to the F, and down to the C. F, V, F, C, F. Then go down from the J to the N and up to the J. Look at this. J to the N, up to the J again, down to the B. So what have we got? J, N, J, B, J. Each time you're returning to the home keys. Okay, let's move on. Let us write some sentences using these keys. It'll be good practice for you. And once again, don't worry if the computer makes the first letter into a capital letter. Just let this happen. So sit down with this, with your keyboard picture in front of you, and type these sentences. It is good to be able to type all of these letters. And go on. Now it says here at the bottom, type this 4 times. Of course, if you typed it 400 times, ABC space DEF space HIJ space KL space NOP space QRS space TUV space WY. This is just 23 letters. Now you have 3 to go for the whole alphabet. Z and X. Go down from D to X and back to D. Go down from S to Z and back to S. Now, do the exercises. S, Z, S, space, D, X, D, space. S, Z, S, space, D, X, D. Please type these out 4 times, or 40 times, or 400 times. Let us move on. Here we have the last letter, M. Go down from the K to the M. There's the K, and you're going down to the M here. Go down from the K to the M and back to the K. Then go down from the L to the comma and back to the L. Then down from the semicolon down to the full stop and back to the semicolon. Now practice those letters. So you've got K, M, K, space, L, comma, L, space. Semi, full stop, semi, space, and then start it all again. Just slowly practice. Again, remember, your little fingers are not used to making these sort of stretches, so take it at a reasonable speed. Now we have dealt with all of the keys for letters. If you want a capital letter, then you need to press the Shift keys. You have a left hand, you have a right hand. If you want to type a capital letter with your right hand, you must press the left hand Shift key. If you want to type a capital letter with your left hand, you must press the right hand Shift key. Let's have a look. So, if I want to press a capital J, I move to the Shift key from the A with my little finger and I hold it. Then I can type all of those letters there, any one I wish. When I've typed it, I let go of the hold key. If I want to type, for example, a capital F, I move with my right little finger onto the Shift key and hold it with my right hand, and with my left hand I press the key with the appropriate finger. It's as straightforward as that. And now you need practice on this. So on your own keyboard, practice it. Caps lock. If you want all capital letters, then press the caps lock with your little finger. There it is. Press it once, and then you can type with both hands. It stays on capital lock until you press it a second time, and then you type normally. This is the Tab key. Here's a tabulation. Built into your keyboard, built into your Word program, there are tab settings. If I want to move from day to morning, I press the Tab key once. Up comes the Tab key and it moves to morning. When I've typed morning and I want to move to afternoon, I press the Tab key again. Then when I move down to Monday, I press the Tab key and it moves. I can type 25. When I type 25, I press the Tab key and I can move to 37. When I type 37, I return the key and type Tuesday. Then I press the Tab key again. It takes me to 36. Well, it takes me to the space. I type in 36, press the Tab key again, and that will take me on to 29. I press the return key, type total, and then press the Tab key again, and it takes me to 61. When I've done that, I type 61. The Tab key will take me to the 66 space, and I type 66. If you don't think you're going to use tabulations, then forget this key. Or come back to it later on. Numbers. You've done this so many times before now. With numbers, you stretch with home key finger up to the number above. So A to 1, L to 9, S to 2, D to 3, D to 4, F to 5, F to 6, J to 7, K to 8, and L to 0. Note, it was years before I managed to get the numbers right, so you might concentrate on the letters at this stage. But there's how to type the numbers. Revision. Remember always to return to the home keys when you've typed another letter above or below the home keys. When you are typing, try to keep a rhythm going between your fingers. Go through this video to revise what you should learn, and do write comments on what you think. Thank you. Jack Barnett, 21. A to Z with shift keys. Here is a revision package. The quick brown fox jumped over the lazy green cows in the moon. Could be on the moon. Now that you've managed to learn all the alphabet keys, then you can type any sentence to get the practice. If you make a mistake, then use the small right-hand finger to type the Backspace key to undo your mistake. If you wish to discover any further special keys, go to I Teach You Touch Typing Part 3. Thank you very much.